Hey everybody, welcome to the video. This is Josh here, aka Bearded Fat Loss, and today we are going to be doing another Q&A from my Instagram account. Alright, so the first question is from Super Lewis 1984, and he asked, "Who is your daddy and what does he do?" Hashtag kindergarten cop. That was an awesome movie. I remember I loved that movie when I was a kid. It has been so long since I've seen it, probably since I was like 7 or 8 years old. I barely remember it. Alright, and the next question is going to be from Fernando, and he asked, "What are my thoughts on keto diets?" I think there is definitely some science behind keto diets and why they work. Personally, for me, I find them much too restrictive to have success in adhering to the diet. Being able to actually stick to a diet is the most important thing for success. So I mean, if a diet's going to be 100% effective but you only stick to it 70% of the time, it's not going to be nearly as effective as a diet that's 90% effective but you stick to it 100% of the time. Hopefully that makes sense. People that can stick to it, I think that's great. Me personally, I've done a lot of low carb things in the past and never had long-term success with them. Alright, next question is from my friend Tyler. He asked, "What's it like in Portland and how are you and Camille enjoying it?" We have been loving it. It's crazy to think we've been here already for almost 4 months. It's been really great being able to live in the city. You know, one of the main reasons I wanted to move to a bigger city when we moved to Portland so I could get rid of my car. I love being able to walk around and use the public transit and not have to rely on a car to get places, so that's been super cool. Minus the last few weeks with my broken toe, and a little bit of a side note with that, that's why my editing's been a little boring these last few videos. I'm not very mobile with my toe. It is on the mend though. But we have been absolutely loving Portland. There's always something to do. There's a ton of great food. City's awesome. The people are nice. Yeah, it has been excellent. Alright, the next question is from Fenn the Michael, and he asks, "Any special treatment for the beard?" Nothing too crazy. You know, I trim it on a pretty regular basis, but beyond that, I do use beard oil. Shout out to Beard Brand. That is my favorite beard oil right now. Really love that company. Not a sponsor or anything. Just have a great message and great products. But yeah, I use beard oil and I try and brush it at least once a day. I've got this handy little brush that I keep around with me in my backpack. I will be right back, I'll grab it for you. Alright, so I do have a little brush here. It's actually a boar's hair bristle brush, I think. I don't know, I got it on Amazon for $8 or $10 or something. Works very, very well. So I try and brush it regularly. I think it helps keep the shape and make it look like I'm a little less homeless. And then also too, you gotta make sure and clean your neckline. Yep, so beard oil, brushing it, keeping the neckline trimmed. That's the main care I do. And if you guys want to actually see a full video on anything beard related, I would love to do that. So leave a comment below. I think that'd be super cool if you guys are interested in any sort of grooming sort of video or a style or clothes type of video. I think that'd be super fun to make, so just let me know if you guys would be interested in that. Alright, the next question is actually from Fernando as well, and he asks, "Do I wish I started my YouTube channel earlier?" Yes and no. You know, I do kind of wish I'd started earlier in the sense of, you know, I love this platform to be able to connect with all of you guys, and I feel like I'm able to give a lot better info in this longer format versus Instagram, and I think there's a lot more of a connection with you guys being able to do this. But on the opposite end of that, I was definitely not mentally prepared to do this any earlier than when I started. Before I'd done any of this, before I started the Instagram account or the YouTube channel or any of this, this would have been the furthest thing from the norm for me. You know, I'm normally a pretty shy and quiet person in my normal life, so this was a big leap for me to be able to do this. So I kind of wish that I had, but at the same point, I feel like I did it as early as I was mentally able to. I definitely wasn't mentally ready when I'd started it. Those first few videos were a little rough, but yeah, very happy to have started it, and that's what matters. But that was all I had for the questions today. Make sure if you guys do have any other questions, leave them in the comments down below. I can save them for the next Q&A that I do. I know I haven't brought it into YouTube, and there are a few of you that found me on YouTube, not from my Instagram, so feel free to leave any questions below. Next time I do a Q&A, I can pull those up and answer them for you. And as always, be sure to subscribe if you want to see any more videos, and be sure to give the video a like if you enjoyed it. It really does help me out. But until next time, I will talk to you all later. Have a good one.